Hey everybody, I've had this ration for quite a while. I figure let's head back to Deutschland. So, Guten Tag! This is a Type 2 Einmannpackung. And I usually always get this question asked, how much does this thing weigh? So we'll start off with the US stuff. 3 pounds, like 14 ounces. And in grams, 1,766 grams. So quite a bit, almost 2 kilos. So let's take a look inside. You can hear alligator, she's on the prowl. Heard scary noises. So this is a rather older one. This is, I believe, from like 2010, something like that. So let's take a look inside. Right off the bat, we have some exotic. And I believe right there you can see the date on there from 2010. So an exotic drink mix. So tea extract. So one of the hand wipes. Another tea. Got some coffee. Another coffee. A grapefruit drink. It's one thing I like about these German rations is they're really got a lot of drinks in them. And this is a 24-hour ration. So another exotic drink. This is chewing gum. It's usually like spearmint. Yeah, you can see how they're really close. Spearmint. Okay, now the good stuff. So whitener. These are water purification tablets. And it looks like we have 8 of those. And each one of these should be good for 1 liter of water. And then we have the Obsalat. This is like a fruit salad. 150 grams of that. And, yep, from 2010. Couple of packets of sugar. How many we got in there? 6 packets. Ah, the chocolate. 50 grams of that. Let's see if we have Kiwi Dudes of luck. Any bets? This is going to be white, dark. Place your bets now. I guess we'll find out. Spicy sauce or salt? Again, we have the brown bread. The crackers are Heartex. Alright, now into the goodies. What do we have here? This is sour cherry jam or jelly. Apricot jam or spread. Okay. I know this is liverwurst, but coarse liverwurst. Yeah, I think that's coarse liverwurst. All right. And then beerwurst. It's like a mix of beef and pork. Okay, now we have goulash. This is goulash with potatoes, and this is like a combination of beef with pork as well. And if you look on here, it's got the percentages of how much is beef and how much is pork. Like I think it says like 28% beef and 12.5% pork right there. And then we have this. This is kind of like minced type meatballs of pork and beef. I think it says it's like a 4-piece, and that's in vegetables and rice with some other spices and some other stuff. And that, the first time I saw these, I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. You get condoms in here, but this is sealed matches, and these are like wooden matches in here. What do we have here? Another package of whitener. And when I was over in Germany with the U.S. Army, we didn't actually have butter in the rations that we got. So we have 2 packages of butter. And they work nicely with the brown bread, of course, and the crackers. And, of course, go along nice with this, too. Again, we have paper napkins that you can use to wipe your face or to set down with your things. And a content sheet that is, of course, in Deutsch and in English, French. So, there we go. So this is the contents of the Type 2 Einmannpackung. Let's start getting this stuff all set up. Okay, I think the first thing I should plate are the nice and heated things. I went ahead and put these in nice hot water. So I don't want to have them wait around and cool down or anything like that. Of course, you can always take this little tab and pull back, but a lot of times that just leaves a nice mess. So the way we always did it was just take our knives, cut around, and open them up this way. And of course, this is the goulash with potatoes, with the beef and pork. And you can look inside. We've got some nice peas and some other stuff in there. So we'll take a little bit of this out. Still looks pretty good. Smells really nice. Give you a little close up. Still pretty darn hot. See the steam rising off of it. Looks pretty good. So there's the goulash. I don't know where I'm going to set that. And then we have the, oh, it's like stuck to the towel. Awesome. And then we have the little meatballs, rice, and vegetables. So again, we can use the little tab, but again, that always just ends up making a huge mess. So again, and we'll open that up. And again, you can see how nice that looks too. And like I said, there's going to be these meatballs in here. I see I'm knocking stuff all over the place. So just try to do this without getting stuff everywhere. All right, I'll tell you what. How about we take this hunk right here and we set it over here so you can see that little, oh, maybe it's not exactly a meatball, but a slab of meat, a chunk of meat. And You can see this has some corn, some little bits of pepper. Looks like maybe some green beans. Definitely has some peas in there. And then again, this is pork and beef. And there's 4 of these in there. And let me slide this piece back over here. Then what else do we have? Okay, we've got the fruit salad. Let's see if we can use this little tab for this one. This one's not quite as bad. It does pass the sniff test, but for some reason, I don't know. The jury is still out on this one. However, we will put it down here. It's got something on here that doesn't exactly look normal. So, jury is still out on that. And again, here's the brown bread. I won't go all full out Kiwi Dude Psycho on it. But hopefully this will still be in good condition, and it is. I don't see any mold or anything in here. So, a lot of people ask, this stuff's so old, how can you eat it? These rations really are pretty much bulletproof. You know, these things will last a long time. And the gentleman that I got this from, John, he said he really took care of this stuff. So, spot on, John. I mean, this stuff has fared very well. So we'll just keep the brown bread sitting right here for a hot minute. Let's take a look at the hardtacks. We might need a knife again for this. And these are just essentially crackers. And they're surrounded by some like corrugated type paper to keep them from getting damaged. For the most part, anyway. These are a little busted up, but what can you expect? So some hardtacks. And then some of the butter. Each one of these packets has 25 grams. And this stuff was made in 2011. So maybe, oh, there's alligator defending the house again. So maybe this ration is a little older than 2010. Maybe it was actually issued in 2011. So, yeah, defend that house. Defend the house at all costs. So, let me grab one of these little brown breads over here. And we'll slide a little bit of that out. Alligator. And we'll slide a little bit out on the cracker. Just so you can get a nice look. Still smells pretty good. So we'll leave this hanging right over here by the brown bread. What else do we have over here? We've got some of the beerwurst, which is just like a pork and beef mince pate kind of thing. And some people can tell you can heat this up and it will kind of melt the congealed jellies in there. Or you can eat it cold. It doesn't really matter what your preference is. Now, the liverwurst. It doesn't really matter. I've never been a fan of the liverwurst. Doesn't matter if it's German or Russian or whatever country. I just have never developed a taste for liverwurst. I don't know why. like I said, end of the world. Sure, I will be the liverwurst king. But pending that, I think what you gonna do? So okay, what else do I have? We have some spreads. I guess these would more likely be used for like breakfast time with your hardtacks. So this is the apricot spread. So there we go. And we'll set this right over here. And again, this can be used with your brown bread or your crackers, depending on whatever your taste is. And then the sour cherry. And this one's slightly runny a little bit. And it's got a nice smell to it. And the last thing in here that I see is the chocolate. Okay, I hope you all placed your bets. Is it going to be white or dark? I already know. Last time. Last guess. And if you guessed dark, you were right. So, if you guessed anything else, pay up. So, alright, and some dark chocolate. So, alright, cool. Well, I guess that's pretty much it. So, let's get to sampling. So, if this would be kind of more like for breakfast, let's see what we have here first. Let's just sample this right off the bat because it was the first thing I happened to pick up. That's pretty nice. I really like that. This addition of this butter in here. Just little things like this really make a huge difference. Calm down, buddy. And alligator again is literally right there, like 5 inches off camera. Just saying, okay, I think it's my turn. And again, this is the goulash. And you can see it's got some big chunks of beef in there, and potatoes, carrots, some peas. The nice thing about it is that meat has a lot of bite. It's not like when you bite something like in a US MRE and it just immediately gives. It doesn't have much texture. You know, it just you can just bite on it once and just swallow it. And cheers. So it actually has a good deal of texture to it, and I really like that. And this actually looks like it's a piece of pork. Yeah. So it's true. You can have this stuff after several years. You want some alligator? Yep, alligator likes it. So he's like, more please, more. So all this stuff is still good after all of this time. And then we'll have the, I don't know the exact pronunciation of that word, the Sivapsisi, but however you say, I guess this actually could have been steamed longer or boiled longer. It actually comes apart rather nice, but you know, I had it in that water boiling for, you know, a good 10 minutes. But this is just the vegetables and rice and the spices. And that's got a really nice flavor to it. Almost like I know it says paprika in the ingredients, and you can really taste that smokiness of it. So that's really good. And I know this is beef and pork, so this is almost what I was talking about, like when you were talking about like minced or processed, and it doesn't have a whole lot of texture, it doesn't have a whole lot of bite to it. You know, it just kind of crumbles apart when you bite it. This has texture to it. This one really kind of doesn't. So I'm sure if you chop these all up and mixed it all together, it would. It does kind of have like a little spiciness to it, which I like. So you want some, buddy? Oh yeah, she's like, I like it. I don't know what you're talking about, Dad. So, okay, the fruit salad. It does kind of have a, I don't know. I don't know if these are supposed to be diced peaches or whatever, but the color looks a little off. I don't know why. I mean, I can see the pieces of pineapple. I can see everything else, and when I stuck my finger in here, I actually tasted, you know, the jelly in here. So I mean, it's not horrible. So I don't know. Well, it's for science, and it's not like I'm eating the whole thing. So, well, cheers, everybody. Yeah, I don't know. I think the actual, like this jelly stuff is good. I think the actual little orange, little peaches pieces, I think those have said, I think I've given up and have had enough. So, it's not that they taste bad or anything. Just they don't. A salad in this shouldn't kind of taste kind of crunchy, if that kind of makes sense. It doesn't smell bad or anything, but, well, let's try some of the exotic drink. And I don't really know what kind of that smell is. It smells kind of like a mango kind of smell. And I've heard several different things. I know how we used to eat this stuff. We used to eat this stuff with the bread. And we used to eat the jam with the crackers. And some people were saying in their units, they ate opposite. So, I guess it's all how, you know, whatever. So, let me put a little bit of the beerwurst on. Oops, come on. Share with the others. A little bit of the beerwurst on the brown bread. And one thing that we will do is we will fold it over like we did in the good old days. The only thing we didn't have was we didn't have the butter. So I don't recall if I tried it like this in the other ration that I had. That tastes pretty good. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to take some of this apricot spread and put it on the cracker. And we'll give that a try. That's pretty tasty. And just so that we say that we did it, or that we tried it, We'll take a little bit more butter. And we'll spread it on this brown bread. And let's try some sour cherry this time. We'll stick that right there. Alligator keeps staring at me saying, "Can I have anything else? Can I have anything else, Dad?" And we'll spread this on here. All we needed was peanut butter, and this would be perfect, huh? We'll give that a try. I think they're onto something there. That tastes pretty good too. So, I don't really think that you can do any wrong. Alright, now on to the bane of my existence. We'll do this two ways. We'll add a little butter onto one side. And a little on one side. Where are we going to put this? How about right over here? And the liverwurst. The liverwurst. And we'll put a little on the butter. And we'll put a little not on the butter. So I can say that I tried it on both. Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, even the kind of the smell is just not... Yeah, well, I don't... And then the not buttered side. Definitely the buttered side. Definitely the buttered side. So, I think if I had butter, I could definitely use butter. Alright, cheers, pros. Mmm. 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 It's not that it's bad. It's just that my palate says, no, thank you, sir. No, thank you. So, okay, what else do we have left to try? Try that, try that, try that, try that. I guess just the chocolate, huh? Lordy. So, here we go. Take a look inside of that. It is dark chocolate. It does have a little hint of sweetness to it, but it's not like super sweet milk chocolate. So overall, this is the kind of ration that's like one of my favorites. So I really enjoy this type of stuff. So, well, everybody, this was a review of an Einmannpackung Type 2 German ration. What can you say? It's good stuff. It looks like a crime scene right here, right now. But I hope you enjoyed it. I know I enjoyed it. I know Alligator is, well, she's starting to fall asleep right now. But thanks for watching, everybody. And I'll see you next time. Thanks. Tschüss. Bye.